on his wing. And we were flying off of Haleiwa. We were flying off of Camp Stoneham. What's the big Schofield Barracks. We're flying off the golf course. We call it Stanley Field. And he calls me to the flight line. He was the best pilot ever, Jim Tapp. He was a captain. I was a second lieutenant. He said, "Yellen, get on my wing and don't get off." And he pulled streamers on takeoff, and my airplane's vibrating, and I'm flying, and my nose is in front of his wing. And we went out over a destroyer and did everything you could possibly do. Buzzed, did a loop off the buzz, did everything you could do in a fighter plane over a destroyer. And we came back and landed. And he said, "Do you know where you were?" I said, "Yeah, I was on your wing. You told me to stay on your wing. I was on your wing." He says, "We just did an air show for President Roosevelt, who's meeting with Eisenhower and Nimitz and MacArthur about the rest of World War II, how we're going to do it." This was in 1944. Then he called me one day, and he's in a Jeep. He said, "Sit here and read this to me." He hands me a PIF. You know what a PIF is? Pilot's Information File. We're going down. Neither one of us have flown a twin-engine plane. We're picking up a DC-3, C-47 that we're going to have in our squadron that we can fly to Hilo and get fruits and vegetables. And I'm reading him the PIF as we're driving from Bellows Field to Hickam Field to pick up a C-47. I was his go-to guy whenever he needed something special.
That's true.
When I was Jimmy, he called me, go up and do a weather check. He could call on anybody. I had to go up through the weather and do a check. He gave me my first opportunity as a squadron commander. When he was a squadron commander, I had 8 ships that I led to Iwo Jima. I was a flight leader, a squadron leader. And he was the guy who did that all for me. He was from Evelyn, Minnesota.
He had a lot of trust and faith in your flight ability, obviously.
He knew me better than I knew myself.
He didn't care about your religion or if you were
No,
Jewish,
he didn't care about anything. He was a
anything.
Catholic guy. I went to his funeral and spoke at his funeral in Arlington Cemetery. He had a ceremony. He had a caisson. He had a bagpiper. He had a 4-ship, 3 F-22s and a P-51 flown by Andrew McKenna. And that's where I met Andrew McKenna. And we were flying out of Manassas.